Hey everybody, today we're going to be looking at Advanced Skeleton's Character Creator 4 Auto Face Rig tool. It's a great new tool that allows us to take a character from Character Creator 4 over to Maya and use Advanced Skeleton to create a control rig so we can animate it a lot easier. So let's dive into it and get you on your way to having a high quality rig ready for animation. So I'm here in Character Creator 4, and the first step that we're going to need to do is export our character from Character Creator. That way we can bring it into Maya to easily rig it up. I don't have a character loaded up right now, but I'm going to just double click on the neutral male and I'm going to have that ready to go. Something that I have noticed when I've been messing around with this is that your character does need to be symmetrical for this to work. Otherwise, you might have to manually set up the face with asymmetry. There may be a way around this, but until we have the documentation, all I know is that it has to be symmetrical. So I have my neutral male here. I'm just going to leave it as is, and I'm going to go over to File, Export, and go to FBX. I'm going to export our clothed character. In the Export FBX window that pops up, we're going to choose Maya at the top here for our target tool preset. There are a few things we're going to change, however. One, it might say mesh in motion or motion. We only want mesh. We don't want the animation for this. In our default pose, we're going to change that to T pose, not A pose. And then we're going to go up here. There's like a little cog here for advanced settings. And the only thing that I adjust on here is use T pose as bind pose. I don't know if this actually makes any difference for the setup, but these were the settings that I used and they seem to work. So I'm just going to export this out and then let's get into Maya. So now I'm in a fresh Maya and I'm just going to drag and drop our FBX character into Maya. This may take a second, but it's going to import our character that we just exported from Character Creator 4. It'll be importing on the objects, the bones, the deformations, everything like that. So here we go, and he's in our T-pose, and that's what we're looking for our rig. There's a bunch of geometry here. A lot of these are, I believe they're blend shapes and everything. Oddly enough, we are going to delete everything that is hidden. So I'm just going to shift select and delete. Now I'm going to open up Advanced Skeleton, and I'm going to go over to Body and Fit. And I'm just going to choose biped and I'm going to hit import. So this is going to bring up a prompt and there'll be a couple more after this. So it's saying external skeleton is detected. Do you want to align joints with this skeleton? Yes, because we want to match the advanced skeleton rig to our CC4 rig. So we're going to hit yes. So this is saying 7 top level geometry objects. This should be grouped, you know, in a group in the model. And we're just going to say, okay, it's going to move all of our geometry into a group. The next one is just saying there's a detected joint that is not in the bind pose. Do you want to reset the joints to the bind pose? Just hit okay. Nothing really happens with that. And then 7 skinned objects. Do we want to, with non-default transform values? So unfortunately, I can't click it right now, but if I clicked it, it's going to have like -90 and it's going to have some weird stuff. So this will reset the transforms for us. We do want that. And then straighten arms and legs. I said yes, but again, it doesn't really do much. And then the last one here is, do you want to proceed to build the advanced skeleton and attach? We're going to say yes. And this is going to be for the body. This is not for the face. So this is going to go through its process. It doesn't take too long. And then we get another prompt. And our prompt is face. Character Creator 4 mesh detected. It is seeing probably through UVs and vertex order that this is a mesh that came from Character Creator. It's saying, do you want to apply the face fitting? And yes, we do. So we're just going to hit yes. It's going to go through its process. It's going to fit in the whole thing. Now, it says, do you want to build the face? I'm hitting yes because I'm just looking for this auto thing. You might be able to say no and do some tweaks if you had to. But in this case, I'm going to hit yes. So this is just going to go through its process and it'll be done shortly, and then that's it. And there we go. It's all done. We're not going to get any pop-up that lets us know that it's done, but on the bottom here, it's going to say face build complete, and that's how we'll know. So now, let me just put on just curves and polygons. I'll throw on textures so you could see it easier, but we have a fully rigged face with some very nice deformations. Everything here does work. It's really nice, and we also still have our kind of emotions here: angry, sad, surprise, and even our phonemes. The phonemes always, though, will need some tweaking for better shapes, so just keep that in mind. But not bad for a start, and we have a fully rigged character that now we can use and easily bring in mocap. So that's our character. That's the process. Again, just some things to go over, just to reiterate, is that your character does have to be symmetrical. I did have one character that I tried it with, and I thought it was symmetrical. I guess it was ever so slightly off, and it did kind of break, at least when it came to the face. So that's just something to keep in mind. So thank you so much for checking this out and sticking around. As you can see, this auto face rig tool is really powerful, and it's really easy. You do need Character Creator 4, and you do need to have that specific kind of mesh with all the UVs and vertex orders and everything. But for what you get out of it, it's pretty amazing now that we have this control rig at our disposal. So easy to set up and really just get into animating. Another thing that I was messing around with, and I'll be doing my next video on this, is how to now take this character with the face, with the body, and transfer it over to an advanced skeleton rig with bendy limbs. It's a fairly simple process with some kind of workarounds that you have to do. That'll be on the horizon after this one. So thank you so much again, and please let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Till the next one.